Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to Make It Marvelous Monday. So today we're going to use the To a Wild Rose bundle again. We played around with it last week and I'm going to continue on this week, so that's kind of fun. You'll get lots of ideas on how to use this stamp set if you already own it, or if you don't own it, you need to get it because for one thing, let's go like this. Let me show you. This week only, with me, if you purchase this bundle, or if you purchase $75 worth of whatever you like, then I'm going to send you some very vanilla scalloped lace trim. Big long name. And so I'm excited to do that for you today, or this week. Also, this stamp set and or bundle, stamp set and dies, are carrying over to the next catalog. Hint, 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 hint. However, they are going to be sold as separate items. So the stamps, you would have to order the stamp set separately from the dies, which means no 10% discount. So if you get it right now, this week, or before June 3rd, then you can get it at the bundle price, which is 10% off. Plus, like I say, if you get it this week, I'm going to give you some beautiful lace. So I know you want to snag that, might as well snag it now. It's a beautiful set, right? Hello, everybody. Everybody's popping on. Good morning. I hope your Monday has been good so far. Mine has been so far, thank goodness. Had a good weekend. How was all of your weekends? I planted up, 11 pots for our condo. So we were busy. We had a whole bunch of plants and we were we've been hardening them off for the last little bit. So we would put them outside for about, an hour a day, and then, 2 hours, and then, like most of the afternoon, and anyways, and then leaving them overnight, which here it gets pretty cool at night. So all these still look okay. So we decided, okay, now's the time to start planting them up. So we got that done. You're pouring rain there. Oh my goodness, Eileen. That's no fun. Hopefully the sun will pop around at some point today. You're waiting for the storm to come. Oh goodness, you guys all have horrible weather coming your way. Well, this too shall pass. I don't know what to tell you. Oh man. But what I do like after a rainstorm is how the leaves and the grass and everything looks so vibrant, right? Because it's been, so excited to get some rain. So hopefully that's the case for you. First off, let's check out some happy mail that I got this week. So here we go. Oh, why is this yellow line? I'm just gonna leave it. Your sleeping puppy pictures were so cute. Oh, I know. She, it's a good thing she's cuddly and cute, because some days you kind of want to, I don't know what to say. Anyways, I got this beautiful, beautiful card from Kathy. I love backgrounds like this. When you just use all sorts of stamps and color, and you just make this barrage of excitement, and I absolutely love it. I see some, I think this is well, maybe not. I thought it was lemon lime twist, but maybe, no, it might be. It's beautiful. And then I believe this is blueberry bushel, which don't those colors look so beautiful together. So lemon lime twist was a former color. I'm glad to see it back here. So pretty. And look at how did you see all the little bees that she put on the envelope? Isn't that cute? And then a big bee on the flap. So pretty. And look at the little bees on the inside. Thank you so much, Kathy. This sure brightened my day. I love it. You just take what comes, right? Yeah. That's the way it goes for sure. Another exciting thing that's happening today after the live, so at 11 o'clock, guess what goes live? Chopped. Our first ever Chopped. I've got everything set up so that you can go and vote for your favorite submission. So we had 18 people sign up, which between Lisa and I, which is exciting. And man, there are some amazing entries. People, that's why I kind of wanted to do this, because I wanted to showcase all of your amazing, amazing talent. And you did not disappoint. Like things I would never have thought of to do. Unreal. Unreal. So you're going to have to go over and vote for your favorite. Might be hard. You might have to do some meeny, meeny, miny, mo's because amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. Let's get rolling. Try and get my screen set up here. I got to go this direction because I go like this and I cover over everything, don't I? I think I'd learned by now, but that's okay. All right, so once again, we're using this beautiful set, 2 wild rose plus the coordinating dies, which great set. So today we're going to play around with vellum. Where do we go to find it? It's going to be on my Facebook page right after this video. There will be the link, and it's actually on my blog, which is www.theartsyfartsygallery.com. So that's the long way around it. But yes, there will be a link that you just press on, and it'll take you right there on my Facebook page so that you can vote. So exciting. All right. So vellum. These flowers are so dainty and delicate. I thought, oh, let's showcase it with some dainty vellum, right? Oh my goodness. I was using, well, first off, I was in the dirt, but I did scrub my nails because I knew so just don't look at them. And then I was playing around with some black embossing powder today, and I think it's everywhere. It's probably in my nose even. Anyways, I'm gonna use for the card base Pretty Peacock and Hot and Steamy Ohio. Whew, sounds exciting. And so here is Pretty Peacock for our card base. Then I have a little layer, I believe this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I used that beautiful tin tile embossing folder, love it, to kind of, add some pattern. Because, with the vellum, it's going to be pretty simple. So I kind of wanted to add a little texture and pizzazz using those embossing folders, which is great. Then I took my round circle die and I thought I'm just going to cut out the corner of it. So this is an idea if you want a little layout idea. So I just cut out a portion of this layer. Easy. Oh, thanks for sharing, Cindy. That's awesome. So there we go so far. I also had, here it is. I'm going to use some of this I ran out of my lace, my very vanilla lace. So I'm going to use the Whisper White, the polka dotted tulle ribbon. I think will look cute across there. And then look at, isn't that gorgeous? It's just, I white embossed onto vellum. Just with Whisper White. Now I don't know if I'm going to add in the leaves or not, but there again, white embossed. And then I thought I'm going to try one that's a solid leaf. So let's see. I used this one, and I used this one, and I used this one. I thought, oh, let's try a solid leaf. Just, see what it looks like. And then I pre-embossed Grateful to Know You, and I think I'm just going to put it there. So we're just going to have 2 colors, but with all the textures and the shine and whatnot, I think it's going to work. How simple, right? Okay, so let's start gluing this together. Actually, I better put my ribbon on here first. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. I'm going to have to pop it up. Scissors. So what was one favorite thing from your weekend? One favorite thing. I'm curious. I think one of my favorite things from the week, this is so sad. We went to Cobb's and got some scones. Delicious. Delicious. When you're on a keto diet, you don't get, bread and flour and pastries and pie and cake. Oh, my mouth's starting to water. I need to stop. Anyway, so we treated ourselves. We got a little Starbucks, or a little Starbucks and a little Cobb's. Oh, love it. Now the trick with vellum is that vellum is hard to glue down. But I know that the center of this flower has that little, piece right there. So I figure I can use a dimensional in there, or I could use a glue dots. It's just that it shows through a little bit. So, like I say, I think we're going to be okay because of that, thankfully. Center of the flower where there's a big cluster. Like so. Okay, easy enough. So the rest is just going to be willy-nilly. I'm going to be okay with that. You have to be. This one, I'm going to put some glue dots here on the stem end of things. Oh yeah, Donna, you're moving. Your one favorite thing, Amy, was gardening. Your garden looks amazing, Amy. It's beautiful. I love the simplicity, and you balance things so nicely. Looks awesome. Okay, I will put one there, and here we are. Let's stick one, the solid one. Oh, Natasha was planting flowers too. Yeah, so fun. I heard here, because we went to the greenhouse here first, apparently there's a shortage on plants and dirt because I guess a lot of the suppliers didn't know what was going to happen with COVID, and so they didn't want to be left with all this excess stuff that they couldn't really sell. So a lot of them didn't plant a whole lot. So I was told, if you see it and you like it, you better get it. We're kind of on a first name basis at our plant store here. We've kind of gone there a little bit. Oh, lots of gardens. Visit from a girlfriend. Aww. Oh, puppy sympathy card. That's horrible. I know. Oh, that's hard. All right. Next, we're just going to attach these sayings. I think I'm going to pop those guys up. There again, I used the white embossing onto the pretty peacock. Isn't this nice? It's just two colors. How simple. But it works. So I'm using my dimensionals here. Oh, let's put this one down there. And maybe I will use kind of the edge for this one. It's a little bit narrower. You weeded. That is, yes. That is not the joy for me of gardening. Back in Manitoba, we have that, what is that? That creeping bellflower. Oh. I have lived at that house for 20 some years, and I tell you, every year I'm in there digging those things out. Like, and you have to, you dig like with a shovel and get those roots because, oh my Lanta, horrid things. And they're like tree roots. Isn't it pretty? Should we add? We could add a pot of gold just to make something different. We could, let's see what other color. Oh, we have, just hang on, our in color faceted, are they dots? I don't know. Dots, gems, I don't know. Is that too much green? We could do a champagne rhinestone. Those are always pretty. We could do gold. Oh, so many choices, right? We are very lucky. I think I'm gonna do a champagne rhinestone. Yeah, it's just simple and subtle. Let's go with that. Okay, let me get my take your pick tool. Let me try my other one. Other one that already hasn't run out. Let's put that right there. And I'm wondering, two here? Oh, no. Sure, why not? Just to show off that grateful to know you piece. Oh, I like it. So pretty. All right, so for the insert, I was working on the inserts, but didn't get to this one, I guess. I think what I'm going to do is on the flap of the envelope, I am going to emboss the tin tile. So all you have to do is just put in your envelope flap like so, run it through your die cutting machine, run it through like that, and then it just imprints that beautiful pattern onto your envelope, and that kind of ties it in together. And then I think on the front, I'm just going to use Pretty Peacock and stamp this image right here. I'm also going to do the same thing for the insert on a Whisper White piece of paper. I'm just going to stamp, you know, one of the Pretty Peacock flowers in there, and that I think it's good to go. Pretty, hey? How simple. I love it. 2 colors, just easy on the eyes. All good. I am still waiting for my Stampin' Up! Order. I'm about ready to lose it. I haven't got my new stuff yet. My pre-order stuff yet. It was supposed to be here Thursday. Then it was supposed to be here Friday. And then now, hopefully Monday. Oh, anyways, it will get here, I hope. Because I want to have a chance to play around with it before I have to, you know, sell it. And that's one of the perks about being demonstrators. You get your stuff early. Oh, mosquitoes, Amy. Oh, man. I do not miss those one bit. Manitoba, they were like birds. And like a whole, you know, flock of them held like Alfred Hitchcock style. Oh, you'd go out in the garden every night and they would you'd just be swarmed. So, and Amy, I saw your poor hives there, or hives, or just where the mosquitoes beat you. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I forgot to get out my washi tape, so I'm going to do something a little different here. I am just going to just block it. Okay, so I'm going to make a fun background. This time I embossed with black. Now, just a reminder, black is retiring, so if you like this, snag it. Snag that black embossing powder while you can. But we're going to make a fun, kind of a more retro, a little hip background that these black flowers are going to go on. Because I don't know, black flowers, I guess, it seems kind of weird, right? But it's going to be okay because we're going to add some color. Bright color. Okay, here I am with my sticky note. I am just going to line things up with my grid paper. See how I'm doing that? My nose is itchy. I'm sorry. Sorry. Just allergies, I guess. All right, I'm using Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. Ooh, let's move that into the screen. Oh! I'm encouraging you to get back to embossing. Yes! It's kind of one of those forgotten things, but it, you know, it thrills you every time when you do it, right? Just like, oh, there it melts. That picture was just my shoulder. I got them all over your arms and legs. Oh, no, not on your face. Oh, sheesh. So I'm just going to block this off here and come in here with some different colors. Maybe we'll do stripes of different colors. Okay, we'll do different colors on each stripe. I was going to mix everything up, but I think we'll just make this simpler and go like so. Okay, now, so there's a row of Melon Mambo. Now I'm going to move this. Let's block this off, this one. Oh, and I've obviously got it on my finger somewhere. And let's make another stripe. Maybe we'll do a white stripe in between. Let's do a white stripe in between. Yes, because then when I stamp a sentiment, it might look kind of fun. Okay, line it up with my grid paper, and then I'm going to block off. Oh, I better color that piece in. So it's not so bright. Okay, what's a darker one? Let's go Flirty. I think Flirty will cover that little boo-boo. So I'm just using my daubers. Just gonna kind of push that paper down a little just to make sure that it's not gonna seep underneath. That's where washi kind of, or masking tape too, it doesn't allow for it to kind of sneak underneath. But I left it over there in my bucket. So this is gonna have to do. Okay. Fancy. And then, okay, so we're gonna make another white layer. Maybe this time we'll do just a small white layer. Stay. I love different ways to make fun backgrounds. I think I don't know, it just changes things up, right? With the tools that you already have. Pardon me. And let's go with a smaller stripe. We'll go this size maybe. Of Mango Melody this time. Melody. Must be mango, yes. You go in spurts, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Mine is usually due to sheer laziness. I haven't put it away and I'm like, oh, I should just emboss something. It's right there. Oop, let's stop there. Cool, hey? Like it. And then let's go in with our green. You know what? I'm just going to put a little piece of snail tape here, and I'm going to attach this to my grid paper. That way, it's not going to move around on. Or maybe it will. I don't want it to move around on me. Let's do two then. Apparently, it's not going to. There. Then you know what's going to happen, right? When I try to take it off, it's not going to be cooperative. So I've heard around here, oh man, my nose, that there are some coyotes. I was going over to the amenities building to visit with my friend, and this lady came up, and she has a dog, and I guess they were out walking, and 3 coyotes or wolves, they weren't sure, kind of came up. There was a bunch of elk, of course, and I guess one of the wolves ran by with something in his mouth, so must have caught something there. And next thing you know, their big dog got loose because it was just, upset and got loose. Anyway, so it was in the bush with these wolves for the longest time, making all sorts of noises and racket. But it came out okay. But then the wolves or coyotes or whatever, they started following these people, and so I guess it was quite the ordeal. That would be pretty scary. So now I've got to worry about wolves. Bears weren't enough, right? Anyways, yes, I guess this is what living in the mountains is. You're always on the hunt or lookout for all these animals. All right, my last layer, let's finish off with that melon mambo. I like the variegated color that using daubers gives you. So it's not a solid piece. Like, you could totally do this with paper as well, right? But I do like how, there's such variation in the color. I think that's kind of neat. Okay, here is going to be, now I don't need to use all 3 if I don't want to. I can also cut, I want to put my sentiment somewhere. And I wanted to use this one. True friendship is one of God's greatest gifts. Maybe I'll put it up there. I'm going to put it in memento. Too many M's right now. So yes, when I'm out planting out here on the hill, and we have a river right next to us, I get a little nervous when I'm out by myself. And of course our little dogs would be not knowing their, supper for these things. Or a threat to them, I don't know. Cute. Like it. Almost reminds me, does anyone know the bay? Hudson's Bay? It almost reminds me of one of those blankets. A little bit. All right. Itchy. Like I say, we don't have to use them all. Here's our bright black leaf. So even though it's like black, it's still kind of cool. Maybe we don't need 3. Maybe we could cut this down. Remember how we did last week? We just kind of made our own little flower just from the insert of this flower. Just make a little smaller one. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking, that's for sure. And did I tell you? I found the cutest little lady slippers. I was walking along my path that I usually go on, and I just looked to the side of it, and I'm like, what are those kind of flowers? Because I had never seen ones like that. And they were lady slippers, but tiny, tiny ones. They were white and pink. And Kevin's like, that's not a lady slipper. I said, yes, it is. And I even looked it up and Googled it for him. But of course, he would never, say, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Right? They just don't do that. Anyways, so yes, coolest things. I need to go back and get a picture because it was so neat. All right, let's get out that. I think let's just use glue dots. Let's just go with that. I don't think it needs to be popped up. so much on this card. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like a pop kind of card, right? Do you have any wildflowers that happen where you are? I can't wait until our wild roses all around this place bloom. Oh, the smell is something else. It's just amazing. This I think we're going to get away with because we can probably stick this anywhere because it's so dark, it's not going to show through. Yes. How nice is that? I was totally just going to do the outline, and then I thought, well, no, let's try one of these more detailed leaves. It definitely doesn't show the detail like it does if you just stamp it. Oh, sheesh, don't wreck that. Need to move it a little. But very neat. I do like it. Okay, now this one maybe we can pop up, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll just get a dimensional right in the middle there. And as long as it's on the white portion, I don't think you're going to notice it. Yeah. Neat. Cool. I like it. Okay, now we're going to... There we go. And I thought, okay, let's just add that onto a piece of black cardstock. Neat, hey? Should I put a white mat around the outside? No, let's not. Let's just get her done. Black embossing powder, snag it while you can. Just saying. I think it's pretty. Woo. And then for the insert, I wasn't sure if I was going to go which direction I was going to go, but I did pre-stamp this image just with black memento ink, and I'll just put that in there. I I don't think I'm going to, but I could add some of that color with those daubers. Also on this envelope, I wrote "Blessed to be your friend," and then just that flower image on the envelope. Cute. Done. You could, just to make it a fun plaid, probably go this direction with the daubers, right? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? And you know, with blue colors, green colors, you could totally make a fun plaid. All right, card number 2. Forget where I put card number 1. All right, next one. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. This one. Okay, so we've used white embossing powder, we've used black embossing powder, and just done it as is. But did you know you can add color to the vellum? Oh, I know. This one I used soft sea foam as the card base. Oh, I've got black embossing powder everywhere. Okay, soft sea foam card base. I have, oh my goodness, that's just as bad. A piece of Whisper White that's going to be our little, kind of a little frame around the outside of another piece of soft sea foam, which I ran through with the tufted embossing folder, and I believe this is also retiring. So if you love this one, this is one of my favorites because it's just simple. You know, it's feminine, maybe. It's not busy. It's just nice. So I do like this one. I'm organized, thank you. I work hard every morning to try and get things pre-done, prepared, because I want to get to my 45 minutes, but I have so much to show. All right, do you remember this? This is the label that comes in this set with this beautiful stitching. I love it. But you know, I'm always tempted to go this. Oh my goodness, this black powder. I guess I shouldn't complain about it. I'm trying to sell you some. I always go this direction, and then I thought, well, just a minute. Could you not go this direction? I'm going to attempt that. Okay, I'm going to attempt that. Let's make things happen here. All right, so I pre-embossed with the white embossing powder onto the vellum, but now I'm coloring them in. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, the key to coloring them is to color them on the back. This will not work with this Stampin' Write markers because these are water-based, and so it will never dry onto here, onto vellum. Trust me, it just won't. So you have to have Stampin' Blends. Another reason to get Stampin' Blends. You can color onto things that are and make them permanent, right? So you could color on vases, you could draw on glass, you could color on glass, yeah, all sorts of things because they're alcohol based. They're gonna stay. So I use the dark rich raspberry in here. Then I use the light rich raspberry in the outside. And then I went back again with the dark rich raspberry on the inside. So layer them up because it is faint, right? Like that's not super dark. When you start coloring, it's not, you'll be surprised. And this is a potent color, right? Make sure you color on the back, like I said. Otherwise, it stains the white. And of course the white is kind of what pops on this, right? And I think this color combo is going to look absolutely stunning with this soft sea foam. Okay, so let me show you how I did this. I'm almost thinking I might just cut out the center again. We shall see. Let's try this. Okay, I'm actually going to use the paintbrush end just because it doesn't really matter, you know, if you're that precise. Just color it in. I think that's it for there. And then I'll go in with the light rich raspberry around the outside. Can you see the difference, how potent the one is and not the other? So it's really easy to color up because you don't really have to follow the lines. I'm trying not to get outside of the white outline, but really simple. Okay, here's this. Do we want, I think I want it, let's try adding another layer in here, just over top. It'll help make it a little bit darker. Like so. Cute. Just gonna let that dry for a second. And then I went in with Mossy Meadow. And here's what happens here. Okay, so let's go in order of, yes. So I don't know if you can tell, but this one was the dark Mossy Meadow. And I went over it twice. This is dark Mossy Meadow. I just did it once. And that is the light Mossy Meadow. You know how intense Mossy Meadow is. So when you're coloring on vellum, choose dark colors. Otherwise, you're not going to see them. So like if you go in with So Saffron, not going to see it. You know, maybe use Mango Melody instead, or, you know, Flirty Flamingo or something a little more intense. Okay? So I wanted kind of the 3 different layers of that, but let's see, what should we add for the saying? We have hello. I always need hellos. I think that would fit just somehow over here. Then we can add this all around kind of the outside, making it look pretty. Let's go in with the, I think should we just, well, we could do rich raspberry, or we could do the soft seafoam. Let's try the opposite side and see what soft seafoam ink looks like. Let's see if we like it. Or maybe it's going to be too light with the flowers. I don't know. Maybe not. Pretty. Whoops. Anyways. Okay, or we can go now with rich raspberry. Rich raspberry might show through. Let's just have a look at it instead. I'm just going to stamp it. Yeah, you can still see. There's nothing, I suppose. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go rich raspberry. Let's do it. And that'll help. Ooh, it's intense. That'll help bring out the purples in the flowers a little bit. Look at me going bold. I'm such a wild woman, I know. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry because rich raspberry sometimes needs a little moment. Okay, let's start layering. Oop, let's get that out of the way. Layering this up. So I have a piece here that I of course cut out the inside out because it's just gonna be a layer and nobody's gonna see this little piece that's missing. Okay, and then let's put on the tufted embossing. I'm going to use liquid glue because this is going to get in all those little bumps and make sure that it stays down really well. So just a wee little frame around the outside just to kind of finish it off a little bit. Fingernails are a disaster. I'm wondering about the tool. Maybe we'll pop a little piece in somewhere later on. Okay, let's go in with our flowers, keeping in mind that we want to, make sure we're staying inside the card so it still fits in the envelope. Because this is dark, I think I'm just going to go, I'm going to use glue dots. I think they'll stay a little better. And I'm just going closer to the center because there's more white lines first off, and because it's a little bit of a darker color, it might not show as bad. There. So we're hanging out inside the card. Here we go. Like so. And let's put one down here. Let's just try not to make sure it's the same direction of all the petals, right? Okay, so let's add some more glue dots. See where Indy chomped on the glue dots. Oh dear. I was going to totally talk about some things that I learned from the Happiness Basics class that I'm in every Thursday night, and I just ran out of time to grab them. Anyways, we'll We can chit chat about that some other day for sure. Okay, let's, I guess, put a leaf up there. I'm trying to remember something that, oh, what is it, 12? Every day we have between 12,000 and 70,000 thoughts coming into our brain, and 85% of them are negative. And this is not like a, you didn't hear the sentiment. Nope, I sure did not. Thank you, Amy. That would probably be important. Oh, maybe we can shimmy. Nope. Okay, let's just shove some glue under here. Thank you, Amy Todd. My assistant, Amy Todd, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Man. So yes, 80,000 is 12, sure it was 12,000 to 70,000 thoughts every day. 85% of them are negative, and 95% are recurring. So you have those like negative thoughts in your head a lot because they keep going over and over and over. I think that's pretty crazy. So anyways, they're just kind of talking, they were kind of just talking about how to, nothing says we can't cut these leaves, how to kind of stop and like think about what you're thinking, which you should, considering such horrible thoughts come into your brain so often. Let's stick this one here. Oh, maybe not, because he looks the same, too much like that other one. And this one down here. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. Now I was going to throw in some tulle, but I'm thinking not, because nothing's really popped up. I was going to kind of put a little loop behind. I think we need something right here. Hello is almost getting lost. I wonder if we did just a little circle. Oh, Lois, I love you. Oh, my Lanza, these things are amazing, these magnetic sheets. Look at that. My dies never look like this. Every time I open those up, I'm going to think of Lois. Just wonderful. I wonder if we just put a... Yeah, let's do that. I think I should have put hello a little higher up. Just... Now, I wonder if I've got any circles already done up. Not really. Okay, let's just find a scrap and make one. I guess I could do. Would rich raspberry be too much? And white emboss on the rich. Ooh, kind of like that. Just check and see if I've got a little circle already done. It does not look like it. Okay, let's just. So I will need to emboss. You like the hello just the way it is? Where did I get the magnetic sheath from? Lois, who's in Saskatchewan, a province over, she sent me some. And she got them from the dollar store. Now, I remember her saying that, and so I went to my dollar store when I was in Manitoba, and they did not have any. And then she did say that there's only one dollar store that kind of has them. They are vent covers. So they're meant to go over top of your vents, your heat vents. Okay, let's put this, I should do hello first. Let's do this properly. Okay, now I should clean this off. I'm going to get out my Versamark, so if you aren't sure how to emboss, this is actually probably a good thing. Now you'll know. You need this sticky ink called Versamark. We sell it, Stampin' Up! Sells it. And it's clear, so it's just kind of like ink that's like glue, I suppose. You can just leave it as is, so it does make a nice little imprint, you know, a subtle color onto your cardstock. So if you have flowers, say, and you want to make a background, you can totally use Versamark. You might want to heat emboss it just to kind of help it not be so sticky. Oh dear, I didn't use my embossing buddy. Anyways, you can use a, where's my little paintbrush? I have a little paintbrush that I use to kind of clean this stuff off. Now the hello doesn't look so white. Let's just add a little extra there. Okay, now I'm going to heat this up with the heat tool, and you're going to see it melt. Well, I'll see it melt. And it turns bright, bright white. And then you know it's done. You can kind of tell, like if you've missed a spot, you can kind of tell because it's not very shiny, but the rest is nice and shiny. Okay, let's take our little hello and our little circle. Let me get a little sticky note just to hold that down, and let me run this through the Big Shot. Over here on Black Dustville, my plate is here. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so if we stick this in here now, will it look a little more, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. Oh, or we can pop them up. No, because then you might see that underneath. It'll look like I made an oops, which I did. Don't want people to know. What? Superhuman? Oh my goodness, no. Okay, let's just take it out a little bit like that. I think that looks good. And I think this is calling for pearls. However, I think I'm going to color the pearls. Let's go in with our Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to use the dark there again. It kind of, when you're coloring the pearls, I prefer the dark. Oh, let's just go 2 bigs and a medium. He's all lonely by himself there, so he needs to go. I've never found any in a dollar store. If he covers, then probably can find them in a hardware store. Yes, somebody was mentioning about Menards, which we don't have, but, and also Home Depot. Walmart. I think it was. So, yeah, they're out there. There. You could also put them in the inserts there. One could go there. But isn't that pretty? I like those colors together. I would never have paired those. I don't know, on my own. Well, I did, I guess. Okay, now I want to add, because the insert has nothing rich raspberry-ish, so let's splatter. Just add a little whimsy, a little hit of that rich raspberry. And then, of course, same thing on the envelope. Let's just add in some splatter. You know what I could do is go all the way around all of the leaves, coloring in rich raspberry, which I think I'm going to do. And I will post a picture of these, of course, on my blog later on. So here we go. Here's the card insert. It's going to go in there. Oh, I love it. And there we go. So yes, color your vellum. Next, I used the Parisian embossing folder. We're going to stick with all white. So there's the embossing folder that I did for the layer that's going to go on top of the card base, which is of course the thick Whisper White. I prefer that as the card base now, as opposed to the thin. It just gives it a little more substance. Now, did you know we have colored vellum as part of the Bird Ballad suite? Now, there again, I was also going to look and see if it was retiring or not. Don't know. But there again, I embossed in white. There it comes in the 3 colors. I believe this is So Saffron, Petal Pink, and I'm going to say Pear Pizzazz. Now, we can leave it as is, or of course we can go in with some color and kind of change things up a little. So, like I've said in the past, go in with something a little bit darker. So I've actually got dark Cajun Craze on the yellow. Color in the back. So even though it's colored, you can still color more. I'm just going to, there we go. Okay, let's go. Woo. Now closer to the center, I'm going to just go in again, give it a little extra hit. I'm not seeing it so much, but that's okay. Okay, then how about one of the flowers? We use the dark flirty flamingo on the petal pink. Just going to go like this, random, not even going to be precise. There. Cute. I wonder what flirty flamingo would look like on here. Might not even see it. Oh yeah, oh that's pretty. I like that. I'm not loving this, I will say. I think I need to either color the whole thing in, or what if I wonder if it would move the color. Yes, it does. I'm going in with the no. What is this? dark So Saffron. Oh, I'm probably going to wreck my marker. That's what I'm going to do. And it actually picks up the color, moves it around. Take some of that Cajun craze off. Or it'll be blended and a little more smooth anyways. Probably use the color lifter then for this job too. There, that's better. Much better. I like it. Okay, and this flirty, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I shouldn't have done willy-nilly. I'm going to go in with the light petal pink and do the same thing that I just did with the other. Kind of scale it back a little. There, that's better. Okay, and there's only one that I did not color up. Let's do the Cajun craze on the inside. See what it looks like on the petal pink. Ooh, not much different than the flirty. Interesting. Okay, and then for the leaf, I'm going to use the dark mossy meadow. Try the color lifter. Yeah, the color lifter I think would work too. I'm just going to go into the center of the leaves here with the dark mossy meadow. This will probably end up looking silly too. I should have gone in the direction of the leaves. Well, yeah, you can see it a little bit, but not a ton. That's okay. Did you know the vellum has a light side and a darker side? So just be aware of that when you use it. One side is kind of muted and the other side is a little more vibrant looking. So both have neat effects. I'll start with this. All right. So I think I'm going to glue this down. Nothing is saying that we have to use the entire label. We could just use part of it and then put our flowers in. And we don't have to use all of the flowers. Yeah, let's cut part of this off. Let's be a risk taker. Here's my little guy. Let's use it. Okay, so let's, it's a good thing that this is kind of straight, so we can kind of measure. How much do we want? Maybe to there. Yeah. Oh, it loves me. Now, I suppose I should have decided which stamp I wanted to use. Blessed. Yeah, let's go with I don't think I've used the last yet, have I? Just on the envelope. Okay, now which color? Nope, I'm going this direction. I didn't know vellum had two different sides. Yeah, the colored one does. I don't know if I don't think the white does, but the color definitely, yes. Let's go in with what colors are going to be? Pear Pizzazz? Yeah. Let's do Pear Pizzazz. Okay. Ooh. I think I'm going to add I don't know if that'll show. No, I'm not going to. Okay, let's start gluing this down. Liquid glue onto our embossing folder so that we don't, make sure to stick down. I had another one that was working really well. Here we go. Some are almost finished. I try to use those just when I'm working away myself. Go! Oh, brother. This one? Yeah. Third time's a charm. Look at that. Oh, you can hear it's almost done too. Such a pretty embossing folder. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to, I don't know if we should do it down at the bottom, down the top. Just that itself looks nice. Okay, let's go in. I'm going to put this one down first because it's kind of a little bit darker. Let's use liquid just on the center. That'll help hold it too to the bumpy background. Hopefully it doesn't erase the embossing, not embossing, the color. Okay. And got some white powder there. I don't really like that part, so let's just hide that section. Remembering to stay on the card base. Let's cut this leaf off and maybe we can tuck them under somewhere else. So, or tuck them out a little bit further out. So, and we can see them. And I think one over there, and I think that's probably good. Okay. Now, if we go in here and pop that up. Wow, pretty. Dimensionals. My nose is itchy. Pardon me. Now, let's just line that up with that second batch. I'll put it down just a little bit. Bottom third. Like that. Ooh, it's busy. I need something right here. That's the solution. Let's go with it. Those champagne rhinestones, I cannot wait for you to play with them. They just go with everything. They're so pretty. They're pink, they're orange, they're yellow, they're, you know, copper, they're, I don't know, they're just beautiful. Now, hopefully that's straight. I suppose I could have used a ruler. If it was Lisa, she'd use a ruler. Right? There. Okay, one last, oh, champagne rhinestone. Goodness. All right, so there we go. There's that fancy card. But look at all those colors. Just helped out by adding some color to the backs of the colors. Underline the sentiment with 3 rhinestones. Okay, well, I did 5. Went a little outside the box. Just curious. It would give you a whole different look, right? If you had a black one in there. All right. I see I didn't do an insert for this, but I have some extra leaves here, so I think I'm going to end up gluing. Might as well put that on the insert. I'm going to, ooh, hang on. If we flicked some color, a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little petal pink. This woman doesn't know when to stop. Okay, stop. There we go. Just add a little of that. I think I will do that on the envelope as well. Very cool. All right. So there we go. We made 4 cards using all sorts of kinds of vellum. Isn't that exciting? I like it. All right. So I'm going to post those later on today, but make sure after this you head on over to the Facebook page. There should be the chopped little poster banner, I suppose, if you will, and click on that and you can go and vote for your favorite project. And we are looking forward, I believe I put it, was it Wednesday at 9 a.m. the voting closes, Mountain Time. So make sure you get your vote in before Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Then we pick our winner, and the winner gets to choose the cardstock color combo for next month's kits. And so if you missed out this go around, we will have another go around. I think it's been a lot of fun, and I had really good feedback about it. So they said it was hard. It is. But lots of fun, and you guys did amazing, so I'm not even worried a bit. You outdone yourself. So there we go. Also, before this post, or before the video, you would have seen this, the Mail It Out Monday Challenge. Make sure you head on over there. Tell me your favorite number between 1 and 10. Americans, happy it's Memorial Day, right? Sheesh. Happy holiday today. A lot of you get today off, and so since you're American, you can get to choose 2 numbers this week. Canadians chose 2 numbers last week, so there is your chance to have a little extra oomph in your Mail It Out Monday. And of course, let's try to think of how we can make somebody's Monday marvelous as well as our own. So I loved hearing about one good thing that you did on the weekend. So try at the end of today thinking about one amazing thing that happened today. I always write down my top three. Sometimes it rolls on to four and five and six. You know how I work. Um, but it's a great way to kind of recap your day and just kind of boost your mood, thinking of all the positive things that have happened as opposed to COVID and things that are going wrong, right? It helps. Other than that, I will be back actually tomorrow. I'm going to have to switch Tuesdays and Wednesdays around because I have classes on Wednesday mornings now. They started Zoom classes with the best weight program and the pain clinic. So I need to be available for those. So tomorrow morning I will be here at 10 a.m. to show you another idea with this great bundle that, get it now to a Wild Rose bundle. I can help you get that if you need to. If you're in Canada, if you're in the US, I'm sure my friend Lisa would love to help you out. There is my information if you want to order online all by yourself. jenhouston.stampinup.net. And there's the host code if you make an order that is less than $200. That allows me to be able to get send out some freebies if you use that. So there we go. And then Wednesday, yes, will be my day to work with my team. Well, I think I'm going to stick with my team tomorrow as well. But Wednesday will be my day to get caught up in all sorts of things. Oh, I guess I could do the color combo tomorrow. There's some nice color combos that came in. I don't think there was pineapple punch. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.